Multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Well, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello. Good morning to you, and you. So I know what you're thinking, Bray. What are you doing? Don't you normally go on at 11 a.m.? You are absolutely correct, Mundo. But Melody Sheri Rogers thinks that having a Kojic Church of God in Christ Full Gospel Baptist Church service for 8 hours would be good on a Good Friday today, okay? So, and I say that with love, grace, and space. For those of you who know church culture, specifically Black church culture, you know. You look, the service starts at 9. You get out by 2. But either way, that will be happening from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast time. So I thought, hey, you know what? We're going to go live more early than usual. So this is going to really be for everybody on the replay, gang. And if you're here, you're here. So welcome in. Glad to have you here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you this morning. Yes, indeed, we do. By the way, speaking of Epic Universe, by the way, shout out to La Renee Creole. She was live from Epic Universe last night. I hope you was not able to sleep after all that epicness that you saw. And to all the content creators that are down there covering Epic Universe, thank you. I, on behalf of everybody else who cannot get in there for the pass holder previews, the media previews, the family and friends previews, we feel the love and send it right back to you. Thank y'all for what y'all do. Y'all are doing great work for sure. Y'all are being about your ish. Woo. By the way, can we do a side note? Talk about somebody saying stay away from bull-ish when they consume bull-ish. But that's neither here nor there, child. Let's roll on, make it do with it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. Fyre Festival 2. Billy, you're going to jail, bro. Everybody's been saying it. Everybody's looking forward to the new documentaries, this, that, and the third. We have a huge update on that. We'll talk about that. Tracee Ellis Ross did an interview with our First Lady, Michelle Obama, and revealed some things that it did surprise me. Because I think when you get to that part of your life, you really do reflect a lot more heavily than you did in the early years. But we'll talk about that. Netflix, by the way, and of course, y'all know how we do on our show. Did that 3 times in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Netflix wants to work with content creators. How? We'll talk about it. Lee Corso is leaving ESPN College Game Day after 38 years of being on the program. We'll celebrate him live. Like I said, there's been articles about the moments he has had recently upon the program, but that doesn't mean that this doesn't hurt. So we'll talk about that. YouTube Hype is coming. If you don't know about YouTube Hype, we talked we talked about here on Virtual Tour Live, Brantley's Virtual Tour Live, but it is on the way. I'll tell you what YouTube Hype is all about once again. Target, as you all know, has been losing billions and billions of dollars since they decided to reverse their DEI initiatives. And so they will be having a meeting about that. But with who we'll talk about. And then finally, Temptation Island. If you were here with me, we reviewed the season that was on Netflix, and boy, was it a season. And there's some huge news about the show's status on Netflix. So with that being said, higher is way, lows available. But either way, we are live on tour. Yes, indeed. Let me take down this iconic intro here. And let me get our fountains together. There it is. Look at that. You see the Virtual Tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that Virtual Tour music. Yes, you do. But one thing to know and 2 things for sure. On this particular channel right here, a lot happens early. Whoa.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But when I hear the daylight, and love has been early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early. Dirty.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is Julie Chen Moonves. It is a new morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Eric Smith, Maggie Rodriguez. You are right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Happy Good Friday to you all. Celebrate Passover and Easter. Glad to have all you here. Let's get to the good doing what we do, because we do have 7 destinations for you this morning. Yes, indeed. All right, let me get it up here for you all. From Variety.com, Fyre Festival 2 postpones, the tickets refunded. No new date has been announced. Let's get into it. Just 2 months before it was slated to begin, Fyre Festival 2 has been postponed, according to messages sent to ticket holders. The event, meant to be the sequel to the disastrous 2017 festival of the same name, was slated to take place in Mexico from May 30th to June 2nd. But according to ABC News, organizers sent a message to customers stating the event has been postponed and a new date will be announced. We have issued you a refund. Once the date is announced, at that time you can repurchase if it works for your schedule. Okay, then. Representatives for Fyre Festival did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. Fyre Festival is the brainchild of Billy McFarland, who spent nearly 4 years in prison after being convicted of wire fraud, defrauding investors out of $27.4 million with the first Fyre Festival. The second iteration of the event was already off to a rocky start after tickets went on sale in February, when the Harris government said that no permits had been approved for the festival. And then there was supposed to be, then they moved the location to Playa del Carmen, and the Playa del Carmen, City Hall government said that it was happening there. So tickets to Fyre Festival 2 were priced starting at $1,400 for general admission. Those looking to up the ante will offer VIP access for $5,000, Arts access for a substantial $25,000, and Prometheus God of Fire package at staggering $1.1 million. The latter option for the festival's site claims is sold out, was intended for 8 people with amenities, including 4 stateroom yacht and 24/7 private chauffeur service. Oh my Lord, Billy. So this is what I gotta say on it, bro. Why did you do this? Why in the hell did you do this ish? You know what I mean? I simply do not get it. All you had to do, like I said in my description box, was to go to a movie studio and say, hey, I want to do Fyre Fest, the movies, right? Fyre Festival 1, Fyre Festival 2, a re-dramatization of what happened with both. Or you could do a TV series, right? You could do, first season about, you know what? You do it like The Dropout did, right? On Hulu. The Dropout was excellent, by the way. It was really, really good. So you could have done it like that and then just priced it out where, you could have got your cut paid, people and be done. But no, you just had to do it, Billy. You just had to do it. So I'm going to pull up a clip of the Today Show talking about this because, no, actually, hang on. Before that, I'm going to do this here. Because I gotta tell you, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Hang on. Fyre Festival 2 Today Show. Because I want y'all to see this. Because this was this was just ridiculous. I just don't know. Hang on. No, not that one. Damn it. It's not that one either. It was the original one. We go to Today YouTube channel. Oh, come on now. You gotta be joking. You know what? Hang on. Let me do this. Go to channel. And by the way, thank you to all the new subscribers. I see you. I hear you. I embrace you all. Thank y'all for the love. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Let's see here. Days ago that I did it, because there was a specific YouTube video that I want y'all to see. It was the Today Show laughing at Billy McFarland. It was, where are you? Damn it! Sorry, not to y'all. Wait, is this it? Let me make sure this is it. Oh, yep, this is it. Okay, so let's watch this. Let's watch this. Hang on. Okay, here we go, y'all. Turn it up just a little bit. Here it is.
Fyre 2 is real. My dream is finally becoming a reality.
8 years after the infamous Fyre Festival spectacularly flamed out,
No one can get in the room.
leaving attendees who'd been expecting a glamorous music festival, sleeping in emergency relief tents and eating cheese sandwiches.
Okay, how long till water comes?
The failed festival even gaining global attention with streaming documentaries showcasing the debacle.
The biggest event in a decade, I promise you.
Its founder, Billy McFarland, who spent 4 years behind bars for fraud, says it's back and will actually happen safely this time. McFarland sat down exclusively with NBC News, revealing the festival's exact location, Isla Mujeres, Mexico, and new dates, May 30th to June 2nd, pushed back by a month.
We just needed the extra month to give our partners time to get everything ready.
Using partners is new this time around. McFarland is no longer handling the details. A major festival operator is on board, along with hotel and travel partners and ticketing companies.
Why do you think those partners agreed to partner with you, given what happened the first time?
Fyre 2 really isn't about the past, and it's not really about me. It's about taking the vision, which is strong.
Tickets go on sale this morning, just $2,000 in total, ranging in price from $1,400 to $1.1 million. And experience, McFarland says, includes yacht accommodations and access to artists performing, though no artists have been announced yet.
So we're going to have artists across electronic, hip-hop, pop, and rock. However, it's not just music. We might have a professional skateboarder do a demonstration. We might have an MMA champion teach you techniques in the morning. And
You say we might have. Are any of these for sure haves? Are they booked?
so I think what makes Fyre so cool is that we are selling the experience of Fyre. I want to be one of the first festivals that can sell out with no artists.
But you do have them booked.
We're announcing the artists.
Now, here's the thing. He said that he wants to have the first, music festival without no artists. Billy, a music festival is a group of people gathering together to listen to music. like, dude, what are we doing? Aries Girl Podcast, my home girl. Good to see you, my friend. By the way, if you guys are wondering, Bray, what are you doing up? Y'all, Melody Sheri and the 7th Avenue Church of God in Christ Full Gospel Baptist Church is having an 8-hour service today. So we had to convene early. Like I said, if you know, you know. If you go to Kojic or Full Gospel Baptist Church, the service starts at 9. Okay, it's been like what, an hour and 30 minutes. Like it's 10:30. We should be gone. And then it's 2 o'clock. So we had to convene just a little bit early. Let's roll on. We're talking about Fyre Festival 2. For those of you who do not know, Fyre Festival 2 has been postponed and tickets have been refunded. Yeah, let's roll on.
So over the next few months. So I'm not in charge of booking the talent.
Will these be A-list names that are involved?
I really hope so, and I expect so from our conversations.
But whether McFarlane will see any of this firsthand, an open question, because part of his penalty restricts his travel.
Can you go to Mexico?
So I don't know. I have to be okay with mentally maybe watching a live stream from my computer and crying a little bit. I have to ask for international travel.
McFarlane says he knows the experience might not be for everyone.
It's 2,000 people taking the risk, seeking the adventure, and wanting to be there for the moment.
Taking the risk. Is it a risk to buy a ticket to Fyre Festival 2?
Yes.
I think it's always a risk. You're taking a risk because I made a lot of bad decisions and messed up the first festival. Until it's experienced, there is a risk component to it.
Sir, no. You did not just mess up the festival. You ruined the Bahamas. I will never forget that black woman. I cannot remember her name, but she had a restaurant and she lost so much money that there was a GoFundMe made for her. You had, one of the people, it was a white man, I can't remember his name either, but apparently in order to get water, this guy, I think his name was Andy, but either way, he had to suck a cream stick allegedly to get water for the festival. Dude, you got paid $27.4 million back in restitution to people. The Bahamas considers you a criminal and doesn't want you there. Construction crews, lighting people, sound people, camera people. Also, too, Ja Rule, we haven't forgot about your ass, because even though you made out scot-free, motherfucker, you still are guilty by association. So no, Billy, you didn't just make bad decisions. You fucked up. You should go to the Essence Festival and take notes. Do we really want Billy McFarlane culturally appropriating the Essence Festival?
So now a minimum of $500,000 from this.
We made a lot of bad decisions and messed up the first festival. Until it's experienced, there is a risk component to it.
So now a minimum of $500,000 from this.
Now I want y'all to hear this conversation that's about to happen. Now that laugh I think was from Craig Melvin, and that laugh also came from this report. But I want you to watch, because I think this is how everybody's feeling. And usually the Today Show never gets this human. Because the Today Show's been around for 65 years, so they're the good morning upon today. It is 54 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to the Window on the World, Studio 1A from Rockefeller Plaza. I am Braylon Lee alongside Craig Melvin and Savannah Guthrie. There's Al Roker over there at the Weather Walk. They're the prestige morning show. GMA is the show with soul. Of course, y'all know that's my favorite morning show. And CBS Mornings just exists. I don't say that to be disrespectful to Copo Gale, King, Nate Burleson, because they do. Because they make it do what do. Anybody who does morning radio, television, podcast, you have my full applause, because the morning shows where those three are on from 7 to 9. So imagine the anchors wait. So I put it like this: as we are sleeping at 2:45 and 3:45 in the morning, they are up at that time to be on for 2 hours. So imagine your job is, as your brain is waking up, you have to tell the world what is going on as the world is waking up, live on TV 5 days a week. It's not easy. Okay, all right.
This Fyre Fest will go toward the $26 million in restitution that McFarland still owns. And even beyond that, he and every one of his partners have committed to 10% of the total profits going toward it as well. By the way, based on interest they've seen on their site, they say they think they could sell out within a day. Of course, a lot of people are wondering if McFarland can pull this off, given what a chaotic disaster the festival was the first time around. We did, though, confirm with each partner that they are, in fact, working with him to make it a reality.
But basically, he's selling, like, he's the draw. Like, the scandal is the draw.
He doesn't know really anything that's going on.
Nobody's buying a ticket. It cares about seeing the music.
Who's going to buy that ticket today?
The people who are like, they want to be like, I bought Fyre Festival and put it on Instagram.
You don't know who the artist is going to be. You don't even know where Mexico it is.
Could be a skateboarder.
Yeah, well, so that's the idea, is this experience in addition to music. But Savannah, exactly what you're saying is right. He says, I'm targeting 2,000 people who know that this is what they're coming for, to kind of survive Fyre Fest 2, to see what actually ends up happening.
And his scandal is the selling point. Like, that's why
he's very aware of that.
What A-list artist is, let me sign up for the scandal. That is part two.
He didn't say A-list. He said there is a list.
Oh, a list. Got it.
Got it. Is
distinction now.
Just by the way, if you haven't seen the documentaries, though, it's Fyre Festival. There's 2 of them, right?
He has not seen either of them. Yeah. He says he hasn't watched them. Some of them came out while he was still behind bars.
But he gave an interview in the Hulu one. So you haven't watched them, but you gave an interview for the Hulu version of the Fyre Fest documentary. Okay.
He hasn't watched them. He says maybe after this one, if it goes well, he will decide to watch them. But again, he might not even actually be able to be there.
Sometimes people who get scammed deserve to get scammed.
He did his time, though. I mean, he did 4. He got sentenced for 6. He did 4. He's out.
He did, and he's paying that money back little by little.
Believe them.
Maybe it'll be amazing.
This time, though, with those operators, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll go check it out.
You know who's always reliable? Al Roker.
Craig, I think you might want to walk that one back.
No, I don't. I don't.
Who gets scared?
I'm not walking it back. If you spend $500 on that, and you,
but there are other people who get scammed and they didn't.
Not walking it back. I stand by just like you stand by your forecast.
Okay, well, that's Craig Melvin. God, it was great working with you. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
You know what? I love how Al Roker handled it because Al Roker was like, you might want to walk that one back. And Craig was like, no, I'm not walking it back. And I will say this, right? With what Craig Melvin said, if you spend $500 on that, you deserve to get scammed. I agree, right? Because past behavior predicts future behavior. But I also agree with Al Roker of there are some people that have been genuinely scammed and they did not deserve it. So, but Al Roker, for the fact that you said it was nice working with you, bro. On second thought, maybe not. Also, I met Ja Rule at the Essence Festival VIP. He probably gave that dude the idea. Listen, you can take the recipe, but that doesn't mean it's going to turn out the same. For sure. So here is an update. Now, remember what I told you about? It was supposed to be in the Isla Juarez, but now it was supposed to be at Playa del Carmen. So here's that update here.
This morning, Fyre Festival 2 in danger of flaming out, with the event just over 1 month. This morning, Fyre Festival 2 in danger of flaming out. With the event just over 1 month away, there are now serious questions swirling about where the music festival will be held.
Playa del Carmen is insanely beautiful.
Just last week, creator Billy McFarland told customers the sequel to the doomed 2017 Fyre Festival was being moved to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. But now city council officials there are refuting the city will host the event, writing in a statement, no such event with that name will take place in our city, adding, there is no existence of a registry nor plans that would indicate such an event taking place in this municipality.
Our relationships with Playa may be new, but I know I speak for the rest of the team when I say we couldn't ask for a better group of people.
The statement coming just days after McFarland, his team, and a member of the local government held a press conference saying the festival there was a go.
We are very happy to have this festival in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. We already have permits, so this is going to be very successful.
NBC News reached out to City Hall in Playa del Carmen for further clarification.
No one can get in the rooms. No one can get their bags. We've been here for hours.
The latest chaos appearing to echo the first Fyre fiasco 8 years ago, when organizers had to change locations 4 months ahead of the festival, putting attendees who were promised a luxury experience in emergency relief tents and eating bland cheese sandwiches. That festival landing McFarlane in prison for fraud for 4 years, but he has repeatedly promised things would be different this time around.
I think Fyre 2 really isn't about the past, and it's not really about me. It's about taking the vision, which is strong.
Tickets for the upcoming event range from $1,400 to over $1 million.
Yeah.
And despite the festival failing miserably the last time, McFarlane maintains Fyre 2 is on.
Is it a risk to buy a ticket to Fyre Festival 2?
I think it's always a risk. You're taking a risk because I made a lot of bad decisions and messed up the first festival. Until it's experienced, there is a risk component to it.
So we reached out to the team from Fyre 2 about this latest statement from Playa del Carmen, but we did not hear back. We also reached out to that government official from Playa del Carmen that was part of the press conference this week, and we are still waiting to hear back as well, guys.
Savannah, besides obviously the venue chaos, is there anything else that the organizers are trying to sort out?
Yes, Craig, most certainly. The lineup, who is going to perform? No artists have been announced at this point. They tell us that's coming soon, but we're still waiting to see what guests at this will actually see should they go. Craig?
So they're selling tickets to an event.
No location, no artist.
And no artists?
Yeah, and tickets, as I mentioned in the piece, up to $1 million. That team has told me they've actually sold one of those super expensive tickets. But yes, a lot of questions still remain.
All right, Savannah Sellers for us there. Savannah, thank you. Yeah, sometimes people deserve to get got.
Well, they should start working on Fyre 3. This one's not going to make it.
Then we could do Fyre 3.
Yeah. We could.
Yeah, just start selling tickets. We don't know where, we don't know when, and we don't know who.
I don't know how, but
the tickets are $1 zillion. Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you
Savannah with a bit of sarcasm there for sure. Thank you guys at the Today Show there. By the way, in case you missed it, there's an event called Coachella. From USA Today, Coachella 2025 draws Fyre Festival comparisons as concert goers face 12-hour wait times. Let's get into it. Coachella 2025 is underway, and long wait lines are causing chaos as campers and concert goers descend on the California desert, drawing comparisons to the infamous Fyre Festival. While many Coachella Festival goers who are camping outdoors are already on the grounds, car campers described massive traffic wait times upwards of 12 hours. So you mean to tell me that y'all are in traffic for half a day? Just to go to a music festival? I'm sorry. Listen, you only got 24 hours in a day. If you've already spent 12 of those hours, congratulations, you played yourself. I mean, you in California, you got Disneyland, you got Universal Studios Hollywood, you got Venice Beach, I mean, you got Pacific Park. I mean, there's shit to do. I can't. In entering the festival grounds and arriving to a spot to set up, the Desert Music Festival first weekend kicks off Friday and goes to Sunday. One social media user who took to TikTok saying that it's starting to think it's Fyre Festival, the infamous 2017 music festival held in the Bahamas, where festival goers experienced a host of logistical issues. Fyre Festival was the brainchild of businessman Billy McFarlane, who was later convicted of fraud and became the subject of two popular documentaries in 2019, Fyre Fraud on Hulu and Netflix, Fyre, The Greatest Part That Never Happened. Now, the Netflix Fyre, The Greatest Part That Never Happened comes from the marketing ad agency that also helped promote Fyre Festival. Just a little behind the scenes tea there. Other festival goers said it was a disaster, with one TikTok showing a random person starting to direct traffic. No, we're going to have to watch it. We're going to have to. Other Coachella car campers took to social media to explain, as one wrote, if they were going to run out of gas if it wasn't a fix. Oh, okay. So we will watch all of these in just a minute. Whew, okay. In 2018, McFarland was sentenced to 6 years in prison for engaging in several fraudulent schemes related to Fyre Festival. After his arrest, he acknowledged that he had defrauded investors out of $26 million and more than $100,000 in fraudulent ticket selling schemes. This year, McFarland is making a second attempt at the scandal-ridden 2017 festival as he mounts a comeback from May 3rd to June 2nd. Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Recent change from the festival's initially promoted location, Almajarres, Mexico. By the way, the original coordinates was literally in the middle of the ocean. No joke. The announcement was shared on Fyre Festival social media on March 21st, just 70 days before the festival's first day. But issues loom large as McFarland attempts to come back with an unseen lineup and logistical shifts. And some on social media proclaim that Coachella's first weekend may have beaten him to the punch with the traffic concerns. Who's performing at Coachella? Lady Gaga, Post Malone. Fans who are choosing not to brave the desert heat can watch Coachella performances right here on YouTube. The streams are scheduled to start April 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Fans will be able to watch multiple stages from their couch, from their coach simultaneously. All for the people. Okay, got it. I was thinking couch because, they said for those choosing not to brave the desert, which would be at the house. While vertical live stream option featuring DJ sets will also be available. Some of music's biggest stars and acts are scheduled to grace the stages, including Lady Gaga, Vintage Culture, Travis Scott, Charlie XCX, Post Malone, and more. Of course, Megan Thee Stallion also performed live at Coachella. The weekend's first events will run from April 11th to the 13th. Official venue opens at 1 p.m. Friday through Sunday, with general parking open at 11 a.m. By the time we go on tour here, where we usually go on tour, and several sets are scheduled to either begin at 1 p.m. or during that hour. I wanna check in on somebody real quick. Hang on. I want to check in on somebody because this person, they have a perspective about things, and they wanted to come in. Y'all be quiet in the back, okay? Listen. They wanted to come in and give their take on what was going on with the Fyre Festival. Here we go.
We never got no pictures. I'm telling you a story, Mama. Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush. We never got no pictures. We don't tell.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's USD, my friend. USD, United States currency. All right, y'all, let's watch these TikToks of what is going on here. My Lord Jesus, I just cannot. I cannot. Hang on, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. So here's this one right here. So we're gonna watch all of them. Here we go. Turn up the volume. Here we go.
We've been in the line waiting to get in to our campsite for Coachella for 10 hours. 10 hours, guys. At this point, I'm just ready to get in there. I'm starting to think this is the Fyre Festival. I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
It's the fact of y'all been in that car for 10 hours and you still want to get into Coachella for me. Oh my God, just no. right, so here is this clip here. Okay, here we go.
In case anybody's wondering how car camping is going at Coachella, we've been here since 2:30. It's noon and we're still not even set up. Coachella, what is going on?
You know, DJ Envy had a thing called Carchella. And Coachella obviously sued DJ Envy for that. But yeah, that's what it's beginning to look like here. And then here's the last clip here. You can't make this ish up. You cannot save that. Give me one moment, y'all. Child, and you know who's probably the most pissed off? I can imagine some of the I can imagine God just, you know what, y'all will stay out in traffic for 12 damn hours for a festival in the desert, but you can't come to me, y'all some motherfuckers. Listen. Okay. I'm just saying. I know God is good and damn well pissed. So this is what y'all doing to me? Okay. So y'all, here is this here. When Coachella camp is understaffed and complete its show, so our friend starts to direct traffic.
Once he slides that, then let him in.
Let's roll on. Tracee Ellis Ross, I think your face says it all for Fyre Festival and Coachella. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Here we go, y'all, with MediaTakeout.com. Tracee Ellis Ross, 50. And by the way, Media Takeout, you did not have to do this photo right here. There were other pictures y'all could have done. Tracee Ellis Ross. Y'all were wrong for that shit. Tracee Ellis Ross, 52, regrets never having kids or husband. Tracee Ellis Ross opens up about grieving the life she imagined and women everywhere feeling seen. Tracee Ellis Ross, known for her boundless joy, bold fashion, and fearless individuality, and also she thick with it. Yes. Amen. And also, too, I would say she is a ABC legend. Blackish, you know, the show that was on for 8 seasons and should have been able to finish out all the way up to the 10th season, then got canceled by ABC. So that way Abbott Elementary can run. And by the way, shout out to Abbott Elementary. Been seeing nothing but good things. And congratulations on season 5 renewal as well, to that great team over there with Keonta Bronson and just everybody. Great job. Tracee Ellis, oh yeah, already. Right here. Revealed a side of herself we rarely see and shook the internet in the best way. On a recent episode, in my opinion, I Am Michelle Obama's powerful new podcast, a 51-year-old actress got vulnerable about something many women feel but few say out loud, grieving the life that didn't happen.
For me, around not having children and not having a
because I want us to hear the full clip here. I hate when it auto plays and you can't, like, you know, reverse back or rewind rather. Let me see. Can you do that?
a partner, I still wouldn't want the wrong partner.
That's a great point.
Okay. Where? Give me a moment. All right, here it is here. Here we go.
So as much as grief does surface for me, and you know, as much as grief does surface for me around not having children and not having a partner, I still wouldn't want the wrong partner.
That's a great point for people to hear.
I'm not interested in that. You have to make my life better. It can't just be, you know, I'm in a relationship to be in a relationship. So even though the grief does emerge and that comes and I hold that, I think of what I've done, and I think of, I woke up every morning trying to do my best. I didn't wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to mess this day up.
That's right.
So I must be where I'm supposed to be. And I don't know, sometimes I think of all of the things I've done, the courage that I've had to have, and what I've had to learn how to navigate as a single person with no one to hide behind.
Yeah.
And it's built a really beautiful experience around me. And I have incredible friends. And
first of all, to Tracee Ellis Ross, well done. Well done. Well done. You know, I will say this, and I said this in my description box this morning. I think that men and women, as we get older, you know, there's a point in time where, you know, you're seeing your friends on Facebook and Instagram and, you know, TikTok and Twitter and YouTube and everywhere else. And, you know, they're married and they got kids. And then, you know, one day it just hits you like, damn. Like, why am I married? Why don't I have kids? And I'm proud of Tracee Ellis Ross for recognizing that just because she has grief doesn't mean she doesn't want the wrong experience. And I think that this conversation hopefully will open up other people to be like, you know what? I do want kids. I do want to be married, but I don't want with the wrong person. I think that's probably most people's perspective on dating. It's not that I don't want it. I just want the quality of it, not the quantity of the fact that it's available. So I thought that this was absolutely wonderful here. I wish out to Petty News here. I agree with the things that I thought I would be and that are not Ross shared. I'm not married. I don't have children. I think and grieve that at times. I think that's probably why, you know, that cast of Blackish became her family, you know, with Yara Shahidi, Marjorie Marin, and Marcus Stormer. I think that's why, you know, she says those are her kids, right? This quiet truth hit hard for thousands within hours. Hashtag Tracee Ellis Ross was trending and social media lit up with women, especially Black women, saying they finally felt seen. I didn't know I was grieving until she said, the freedom is beautiful, but the loneliness, the unmet dreams, that's real too. This type of reflection where joy and grief exist side to side, some psychologists call disenfranchised grief. The pain society tends to overlook and invalidate. You're successful, you're growing, you're free, so what could be missing? Ross gave voice to that ache. A different kind of loss. Tracee Ellis Ross has always been a North Star for women choosing their own paths. From girlfriends to Blackish, she built a career on paramount authenticity. But in this conversation, she wasn't the powerhouse actress or the stylish red carpet icon. She was a woman sitting across from Michelle Obama, reflecting on what she imagined her life would look like and what it actually is. What made the movement especially moving was her clarity. As much as grief surfaced, as much grief does surface rather for me around not having children and not having a partner, I still wouldn't want the wrong partner. She said, I'm not interested in that. You have to make my life better. In other words, she's grieving from a place of love for herself. It's not about bitterness. It's about making space for complexity, for wanting something and still choosing wholeness without it. Michelle Obama responds with grace. Michelle Obama responded with warmth and sisterhood, offering a powerful reflection of her own. That's the pain of being a liberated woman. The choice doesn't mean that grief isn't there. Woo! Of course, Michelle Obama would give bars like that. The choice doesn't mean that grief isn't there. The choice doesn't mean that grief isn't there. And I think that this conversation is not just about Black women, not just about Black men, but also too about, all of us in our childhoods. Imagine the grief of not being able to go on a family trip. And your kids don't understand why y'all take family trips every year. Maybe it was the fact of you never had grandparents, so that's why you volunteer at the nursing home. We all have disenfranchised grief in some shape, form, or fashion. And the choices that we've made in life doesn't mean that the grief of not receiving that isn't there in terms of not receiving it in adulthood or childhood. So, if that didn't touch you, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Two Black women, icons, leaders, cultural anchors, openly crying, not because they're broken, but because they're whole, honest, and human. Why this moment matters for many women watching and listening. This wasn't just a moment; it was permission to say, "I'm grateful for my life. I love my independence." But yes, sometimes I'm the world that no career. Choose tradition or freedom. Tracee showed us you don't have to pick sides. You just have to honor your truth. Very well said. Very well said. Very well said. You can take out for sure. All right, y'all. Woo, man, that touched me, child. All right, let's roll on because we do have more on Bring These Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. For those of you who are wondering, Bray, it's 9:22. Shouldn't you be on at 11? The 7th Avenue Full Gospel Baptist Church of God in Christ Church is having an 8-hour service today. So we just had to come on a little bit early. Yes, indeed. And by the way, for those of you who may be looking for an after show after Melody's live, like I said, Melody will be starting her live at 10 a.m. Central Time and will be ending at 6 p.m. Central Time. So that'll be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast time. So if I did an after show, it would have to be a solid hour. And then I'll have to go to the Kenya Moore Confessionals live. So I will meet you guys over at the Kenya Moore Confessionals live. And if Kenya Moore's Confessionals live isn't too long, then we will definitely do a after show for all of you with Melody. But I just felt like whenever we go live on TikTok with Melody and I do the after show, it's usually from a time, space, and place where I have the time to breathe with y'all. You have the time to breathe with me, and we have the time to breathe together and really enjoy what happened. So I want y'all to have quality content, not just quantity. Just because I can do a full hour from 7 to 8 doesn't mean that I should, because it would hurt. It will also hurt me because I'm about my purpose. So, all right, y'all, here we go. From the Hollywood Reporter. Let's see here. From the Hollywood Reporter, Netflix sees potential in video podcasts and more creator content on the platform. Is it premium? Well, some of it is. We believe we have the best monetization model on the planet for premium storytelling. Co-CEO Ted Saranto said on the earnings call. Podcasters and creators could find a new home on Netflix. On the streaming giant's first quarter earnings call on Thursday, co-CEO Ted Saranto said the company is constantly looking at all different types of content creators to feature on the platform. The company already produces several of its own podcasts related to its shows or talent, which are currently widely available. But Sorrento said some podcasts could find their way to airing on Netflix. As the popularity of video podcasts grow, I suspect you'll see some of them find their way to Netflix, Sorrento said in response to an analyst's question. Asked specifically about competition from YouTube, which has been the home to many video podcasts as well as other short-form content, Toronto said Netflix is a welcoming place for creators, but positioned as the best place for premium content, as defined by fans. Well, apparently not pop the balloon, because there are articles saying that Netflix gentrified Pop the Balloon. So, yeah. In that vein, he points to the success of Miss Rachel, whose content the company has begun licensing, and the Il Tony stand-up specials from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe as examples. You know, the question that's out there is it premium? Well, some of it is, and we believe we have the best monetization model on the planet for premium storytelling, Toronto said. I think we could help those creators reach an audience. Our model can also support more ambitious efforts for them, could help de-risk them, unlike the kind of typical user-generated content models. We're looking for the next generation of great creators, and we're looking everywhere. So they're not just in film schools, and they're certainly not just in Hollywood. Creators today have tools that were unimaginable a decade ago, to tell stories to reach audiences. Toronto's added. So I think that's the end of the article. So this is what I think about this. I'm not surprised by it. I'm really not. I mean, like I said in the description box, of course, YouTube had YouTube Originals, and we talked about on Virtual Tour Live of wouldn't it be cool if YouTube Studios came about, because you have Starbucks that has their own studios, Source that has their own studios. You also have, Amazon Prime Video working with Mr. Beast on these games, and looks like there's going to be a season 2 for that as well. And then Netflix working with Iman Uli and BM on Pop the Balloon. So now we just got to see what Hulu is going to do, which content creator Hulu will work with, and then also to see who Max will work with as well. So I'm not surprised by this, but there is a good solution here. So this is called Tudum, a global fan event, also known as Netflix Tudum or Tudum Festival, is a global pop culture event that covers Netflix's original films and TV series, held annually in Sao Paulo, Brazil, except the second and fourth editions had an online format due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, as you guys may or may not know, there is Netflix Bites at the MGM Grand. There is going to be Netflix Houses, housing different experiences. There was a Netflix restaurant at the Grove in LA, and then they have Tudum, which is their entertainment news website for everything Netflix. Here's what I think, right? If you already got a festival, right? If you already have Tudum, the website, you already have Netflix House coming, you already have Netflix Bites, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all try to do what Planet Hollywood does and do the Tudum Resort. Just make Tudum Studios and make that your studio for content creators. Good damn, do I have to give y'all the fucking game on everything? Okay. Now that that's been said out loud, y'all just know that whenever I go off, it's always passion. Unless something needs to be said. But seriously, I think that's the best way for Netflix to do this thing, is to launch Tudum Studios and say, hey, look, we know that there are content creators out here that have great content. So if you have a show, submit to tudumstudios.com. Give us your name, your age, phone number, whatever. Send us your media kit and send us probably 5 of your best shows. And I say 5 because you need a good portfolio for them to go through your show, right? And then, hey, guess what? If it's good, congratulations, you get a Tudum Studios contract from Netflix. Simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. And of course, Netflix did play with the idea of free Netflix for countries overseas. And I think the only streamer, and almost forgot Peacock. Sorry, Peacock, was not trying to forget you on purpose. Also, too, the content creator that they worked with did the Bel-Air, pitch, and Will Smith and Peacock teamed up with that black content creator, and they made Bel-Air, which lasted, I think, for 4 seasons. So the streamers are getting into it. Like I said, with traditional media, NBC Universal did the Launch Unscripted Accelerator. I think that's the only one there. Then Blavity has the Creative Collective. I have not heard a word about the Blavity Creative Collective. As you know, we covered that here live on Culture Report Live. And gave y'all some tips on how you can submit for your chance to be a part of the collective. And then this opportunity.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Yeah, your movie or TV show could have been a Tubi original through Stubios. So traditional media is beginning to understand that the more the gates are tall, the more it's going to trap people from wanting to come through and make an impact. So yes, indeed, there. All right, more Brian Lee's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. This makes me very sad. Even though I don't watch it every Saturday, I know it's on TV. Lee Corso signed off as College Game Day analyst in August. Yes, indeed, there. And if you're wondering who that is, the person, the mascot head, that is the Oregon Duck. Lee Corso and the Oregon Duck have a very good friendship, but also too, Lee Corso has my heart because he hit the Arkansas Razorbacks one time. But how it started off with this was they were in Oregon, not Oregon, but they were in Ohio State, and they wanted a way for Lee Corso to have something of his. I think Lee Corso had Ohio connection. Either way, he's put the mascot head on his head, and the crowd went crazy. And the Ohio Buckeyes never let anyone else wear the mascot head, but the person doing the wearing the mascot costume. And so then, at the end of every College Game Day since, when it's time for the picks, Lee Corso would get, a mascot head put on his head down. Sometimes he'll fake you. He'll trick you. He'll deceive you. He'll say, you know what? I'm feeling like the Bobcats. Screw it. As I talked with my mom, she said to me, don't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened, right? So let's get into it here. Lee Corso retired from ESPN College Game Day in August, ending a career with the show that began in 1987. 1987 to 2025. My Lord Jesus. My family and I will be forever Dad for the opportunity to be a part of ESPN and College Game Day for nearly 4 years, Corso said a statement released by ESPN. I have a treasure of many friends, fond memories, some unusual experiences to take with me into retirement. Corso, who turns 90 on August 7th, is widely known for his headgear picks and not so fast, my friend. Retort when he disagreed with someone on the panel. The headgear segment, which started in October of 1996 in a game at Ohio State, has seen Corso go 286 wins to 144 losses in his 430 selections. He is walking off a champion of predicting who's going to win the game from putting a mascot head on his head. Not too bad of a legacy. In addition to wearing helmets, mascot heads, and other hats, he has dressed up as the Flying Irish Leprechaun at Notre Dame, the Stanford Tree, historical figures James Madison, Benjamin Franklin. His affection for the Oregon Duck led to a ride on a motorcycle with the mascot. He once held a live baby alligator in his hands while picking for the win, and took pop star Katy Perry in pics from the Grove at the University of Mississippi. Yes, indeed. And then they were at some university, home of the Bison, and Lee Corso had this Bison mascot head on his head. It was too funny. Lee Corso also held a number 2 pencil for most segments in the offseason. Corso was the director of business development for Tyon Daga, which makes the famous yellow pencils. Are you serious? I did not know that. Dude, the things you learn. My Lord Jesus. Lee Corso has developed a special connection to generations of fans, playing style and iconic headgear. ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro said Lee is one of the most influential and beloved figures in the history of college football. Our ESPN team will celebrate his legendary career during his final College Game Day appearance this August. Lee Corso's final broadcast will be August 30th. ESPN announced, saying initial program to celebrate Corso is planned in the days leading up to that weekend. Corso suffered a stroke in 2009, which left him unable to speak for a time, but he's returned to the show later that year. His travel has been limited in recent years, but Corso was at the site of last year's national title game in Atlanta. ESPN has been exceptionally generous to me, especially these past few years, Corso said. They accommodated me and supported me, as did my colleagues in the early days of College Game Day. Special thanks to Kirk Street for his friendship and encouragement. And let's I forget the fans. Truly a blessing to share this with them. ESPN gave me this wonderful opportunity to support and provide me the support to ensure success. I'm genuinely grateful. Herb Street and Corso has been a part of the show. Have been part of the show together since 1996. Coach Corso has had an iconic run in broadcast. We've all been lucky to have been around to witness it. Herb Street said in a statement, "He has taught me so much throughout our time together. He's been like a second father to me. It's been an absolute honor to have the best seat in the house to watch Coach put on that mascot head each week. College Game Day has won 9 Emmys during Corso's tenure with the program. The show is nominated this year for Most Outstanding Studio Show Weekly. Lee was the quintessential entertainer, but he was a remarkable coach who established lifelong connections with his players," said Reese Davis, the host of ESPN College Game Day since 2015. When Game Day went to Indiana last season, the love and emotion that poured out from his players were truly moving. It was also unsurprising. Every week, Lee asked about our families. He asked for specifics. He celebrates success and moments, big and small, with all of us on the set. He's relentless in his encouragement. That's what a great coach and friend does. Lee has made it his life work to bring joy to others on the field and television. He succeeded. Oh, my Lord. Lee has been an incredible force in the growth of college football's popularity. Damn straight. Said Chris Fowler, who's hosted ESPN College Game Day for 25 years. He's a born entertainer and singular television talent, but at his heart, he will always be a coach with abiding love and respect for the game and the people who play it. Corso spent 28 years as a college pro football coach, including 15 years as a collegiate coach at Louisville, Indiana, and Northern Illinois. He played college football at Florida State, where he was known as the Sunshine Scooter. He held the school record for career receptions for 2 decades. After he graduated, also played quarterbacks for the Seminoles. So Lee Corso, from one Lee to another, not so fast, my friend. Thank you for every Saturday morning. They will be on. They're on from 9 to 12. For you taking time out of your life with your family and your friends to have done everything that you've done in your professional career in pro football and college football, and to also help us with those number 2 pencils. I remember those. I got number 2 pencils. I've made it through many tests with those. I want you to know that while you're 90, I want you to utilize that quote of "not so fast, my friend," for yourself. You know, as Melody Sheri is getting ready to do her 7th Avenue Full Gospel Baptist Church of God in Christ 8-hour live upon this Good Friday, we watched an interview with Melody Sheri and Terry Shire from RollingOut.com. And Melody said something that I think most teachers understand. Teachers really never quit teaching. They just move on to teach in a different way. I want you to recognize the impact, the energy that you gave, but most of all, the space. The space that you maybe didn't know you were creating, but that opened up a tent that was beyond your comprehension. And while I will not be able to be at your August 30th final broadcast, it will be on TV. I need every college student who has ever came to a college game day. I need every alumni. I need every coach. I need every fan of ESPN College Game Day with whatever campus they go to. I'm gonna take this down for a minute because I gotta be on the big screen for it. So can I do it like that? Nope. Where is it? Nope, not that. Where the hell is it? Oh, you know what? Damn it. Remove. I was trying to do in the big screen, but I don't know why it's not letting me do it. But either way, I'm on the big screen. I need all of y'all to pack out that campus. I need everybody to have a sign. Because Lee Corso deserves a last day of celebration. You know, being the media nerd of social media is a great joy. And it's also a great burden because not everything that we cover, not every destination we go to, not every engaging interaction we have is going to be pleasant because there's some stuff that we just got to talk about. But the great thing about me being that media nerd of social media is being able to bring you guys the gravity and the weight of significant moments like this. So I cannot wait to see Lee Corso's final day. And Lee, I will just say this to you. A former colleague of mine became a nuisance, a hindrance, a waste of space. But they did leave me with something. I had to go around on Clubhouse and offer everybody the biggest deal I could ever offer them. Anything my mind could think of, I had to offer it. Or could offer it, rather. But here's the gag, Lee Corso. Everyone had to say no. And they asked me, how did I feel with everybody saying no to me? I said, I felt hurt, felt discarded, felt abandoned. And they say, you know what? That's how other people feel when they try to love on you. And I never forgot that lesson. So Lee, on August 30th, don't worry about the pics at the end of the show. Don't worry about the interviews and trying to be your best in the interviews. And let me tell you something. If you are not able to hear your teammates because of that crowd and listen, to the crowd that's going to be at that campus, I want y'all to be so big, the fire department has to tell y'all to leave. I want to be that fucking big. If you hear that crowd more than your team, don't reject that love. Let them love on you, okay? All right, you. Oh, child. Okay, Hey, soul sister. Good to see you, my friend. We got to celebrate the good of what we have in this world while we have it. So, Lee Corso, shout out to you. August 30th, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central on ESPN. And you know what? ABC, can you simulcast it on ABC? It's Lee's last day, damn it. Hell, y'all getting real Good Morning America live from Times Square. Your parks are fucked up. Y'all have lost y'all creative, so y'all can at least give a fuck about Lee Corso, damn it. Moving on. I know what my virtual... by the way, these are the legendary virtual travelers, the virtual tour family, the legendary choice in the words of legendary Alpha MC. Nikki Newsom Narcissism has called these good people her tour sisters, and Lee CW has called them her tour fam. If you are loving the energy, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification, hit the all notification bell, so that way you know whenever we go live on tour, do a short or upload a video. I know they are like, damn, Bray, really? But I want you to know something. It was always historians that made sure that history could be around for the rest of us, so we could have the blueprints to be able to make something new and rise to the higher. That's what they did. So, yes, indeed. But yeah, I was about to say, I know my audience is like, Bray, do you not think about these media companies? Because you want to be in media, but yet you going off. Listen, it's called content, okay? Now, everything that I said on this channel has been actual factual smashable. Okay, we haven't had to make up nothing just to exist on YouTube or social media. Because guess what? Money and circumstances and platforms don't change. People just amplify what's already there. We've been on our business. Anybody can make content to exist, but it takes somebody to create content with soul. And that's what we do over here. Yes, indeed. By the way, speaking of content, I'm showing y'all this from MediaPost.com. YouTube expands hype and prepares mid-roll ad updates. So if you're a content creator, you be listening up here. In an effort to boost the in-app presence of emerging creators, YouTube is expanding its hype program to more creators in testing markets. The Google-owned social media company is also sharing advice to marketers awaiting the May launch of mid-roll ad placements. Originally launched in September, YouTube's hype program is designed to help lesser-known channels grow by connecting them with new audiences. If a video has been posted for less than a week from a creator with under 500,000 subscribers, viewers have the option to hype it, a process the company describes as going beyond liking and sharing. When viewers hype a video, they are helping it climb the ranks of a new leaderboard. Sorry, I thought my phone went off. Climbing the ranks of a new leaderboard and potentially get noticed by a wider audience, a company spokesperson explained on Tuesday. Viewers can hype the videos up to 3 times a week, helping videos rank among the top 100 hyped videos. Users say, in the first month of beta testing, across Turkey, Taiwan, and Brazil, YouTube says users have hyped over 5 million times across more than 50,000 channels, with 18 and 24-year-olds making up over 30% of all beta users. Now, YouTube Now expanding its limited beta to more creators across these 3 regions, YouTube says eligible creators may see the option for viewers to hype their videos in long-form videos for the first 7 days with no action required from you. To further boost engagement, the company says it applies automatic bonus points for creators with lower subscriber numbers, and that the hyping process does not impact organic search ranking or YouTube's discovery algorithm. And also, too, YouTube is also trying to make its mid-roll ads less disruptive and more lucrative for creators. On May 12th, the company will begin showing users more mid-ad rolls at natural breakpoints, prioritizing pauses and transition videos, not forced mid-sends or action sequence breaks. This automatic ad slots feature is designed to find breaks in addition to manual mid-rolls that won't be disruptive to make sure viewers have a balanced experience, the company said in February. YouTube hopes this update will increase creator earning potential and viewership. However, if creators choose to opt out of this automatic feature, they can do so in the Earn tab in YouTube Studio before May 12th. So, this is a very good thing for sure, because I've noticed that, like, when I've watched YouTube videos way before I was content creator, it will literally cut off at mid-sentence. I'm like, what the hell? So now the fact that they are actually going to be placing it at natural pauses is only going to increase the quality of your viewing and our creating. And also, too, the fact that YouTube hype is coming out, like, so right now we are literally on our way to 3,000, and it is so humbling, it is so exciting, it's so fulfilling to know that, you know, when you are about the assignment that is bigger than you, and you fulfill that assignment each and every day, and you always move forward in an energy to the higher that's waiting, you will always be rewarded. So thank you all for that. So looking forward to that 3K celebration coming very sooner rather than later for sure. But the fact that YouTube hype is going to be coming out is going to help so many small creators, because there's some creators that are at 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 even, that, you know, this hype is going to be really it's an equalizer, because now if your video makes it in the top 100, everybody sees it. So let's just say Brayley's virtual tour live gets into the top 100. That is social capital that you can utilize to create financial capital. So very, very excited about YouTube there. All right, y'all. More Virtual Tour Live, more Brayley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. From blacknews.com. Target CEO Brian Cornell requests meeting with Al Sharpton about DEI boycott. Okay, let's get into it. Target CEO Brian Cornell is scheduled to meet this week in New York with civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton as the company faces mounting backlash over its rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Although no formal boycott has been announced, many Black consumers have already stopped shopping at Target, contributing to a notable drop in store foot traffic and decline in the company's stock performance. The meme, which was initiated by Target, comes after it announced in January that it will eliminate its 3-year DEI goals and stop reporting to external groups such as the Human Rights Campaign Corporate Equality Index. According to the New York Post, while Sharpton himself has not officially endorsed a boycott, he has expressed support for consumer-led efforts to hold the company accountable. Speaking to CNBC, he criticized the timing of Target's DEI policy changes ahead of the 2024 election, saying if an election determines your commitment to fairness, then fine, you have a right to withdraw from us, but then we have a right to withdraw from you. Sharpton added that he was open to calling for a formal boycott if Target fails to reaffirm its investment in the Black community and Black-owned businesses. Among the most controversial moves, Target quietly ended initiatives designed to increase shelf space for products from Black and minority-owned brands. According to analytics firm Placer AI, the company has experienced 10 consecutive weeks of decline in store visits since late January. Though economic factors like inflation may be contributing to the drop, has aligned closely with public criticism over the DEI shift. Atlanta-based pastor Reverend Jamal Bryant has also joined the opposition leading a Target fast during Lent and planning additional actions to demonstrate Black consumer power. Target's shift reflects a wider trend among major corporations scaling back DEI efforts under pressure from conservative activists. Companies such as Walmart, McDonald's, and Tractor Supply have taken similar steps, while others like Costco have resisted calls to weaken DEI commitments. And Costco was making bank because they stood on business. Sharpton's National Action Network has also recently met with PepsiCo executives after that company withdrew its own DEI goals. PepsiCo CEO Ramona Maguacha personally attended the meeting, signaling the gravity of the issue. By the way, black people say Pepsi. By the way, yes, they did. And also, too, if you guys don't know, there was a guy named Mr. Montanez. There's a movie called Flamin' Hot from Fox Starlight Pictures. But basically, he was working at a Frito-Lay factory, Latino man working at a Frito-Lay factory that came up with the Flamin' Hot that we all know and love today, and he saved Frito-Lay. So a minority helped y'all asses, because Flamin' Hot is now everywhere. Okay, and he was also he was the director of multicultural market for over 20 years. But yet, PepsiCo, y'all rolled back on y'all DEI initiatives. Ooh, y'all forgot y'all fucking history. Lord Jesus help y'all. In his upcoming meeting with Cornell, Sharpton plans to press the CEO on Target's apparent departure from promises made in the wake of George Floyd's murder in 2020. At the time, Cornell had publicly described Floyd's death just miles from Target's Minneapolis headquarters as deeply personal and corporate wake-up call. That could have been one of my Target team members, he said in 2021. Now Sharpton is demanding answers. You made commitments based on the George Floyd movement. Are you trying to say everything's fine now because the election changed that's insulting to us? Sharpton's efforts are part of a broader campaign to hold corporations accountable for the racial justice promises that they made in recent years. As conservative backlash grows, civil rights leaders like Sharpton are stepping up to pressure to ensure those promises are not abandoned for political convenience. I mean, listen, what this meeting is looking like is, damn, we fucked ourselves over. And you know what the black people are saying? In the words of Maurice Scott, you gotta lay there, roll over, and take it. And it's sad because Target had this campaign called Black Beyond Measure, where they had like different black and minority products. Actually, hang on, I did this before, but hang on one second, y'all. Okay. No. Okay, hang on. All right, here I'm back. All right. So I'm back. Good to see all of you. Hopefully all is well. Oh my Lord. Okay, hang on. Wait. Okay, let me get myself adjusted in here. Okay, good. No, you come here. Come here right now. Okay, come here. Okay. All right. Oh my Lord. Come on when you're live. Okay. So I wanted to show y'all this here. Let me do this. So that says Black History Month, Target, right? And this says, standing in your truth. And then on the back of this is a poem. I don't think it's going to be able to get all of it, but I'll read to y'all what this says, okay? It says, you've seen the mountain atop, you stood there in the chill of a thunderous wind. You remained there tall and wondrous, a wonder with no number, many and limitless rather, like a mountain. You refrain from moving, standing in your truth without disguise. So that's what this says right here. And I got this from Target because I thought that this was one of the coolest jackets I have ever seen. What's understood does not need to be explained. And for Target to do that, I have not worn the jacket since. I still have it because it still is a powerful statement, right? And what ends up happening when companies do this, let me have this stage here. When companies, finally start to meet, this is looking like, okay, because y'all lost, I think it was $15 billion, I think, or either way, it was in the billions. The fact that you're doing this meme with Al Sharpton, it looks like, okay, we screwed ourselves over. And now we want people to come back. This is not the 1800s. We have freedom, independence, and we have our right damn mind to do exactly what we want to do. But hey, the choices are yours alone, my friend. All right, y'all, our final destination here. Y'all, look at this. I'm so excited. From Variety.com, Temptation Island renewed for season 2 at Netflix. This is an exclusive from Variety.com. Temptation Island has been renewed for season 2 at Netflix. Variety has learned exclusively the reality series debuted its first season on the streaming giant and 9th season overall on March 12th. The show made the global top 10 for 1 week and spent 3 weeks on the U.S. top 10 U.S. top 10 TV list. The show originally aired on Fox from 2001 to 2003, then was revived at USA Network in 2019 for 5 more seasons before it moved to Netflix. Season 2 of Temptation Island at Netflix is now casting. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm trying to. There we go. We'll look at that here in just a minute. Mark L. Wahlberg will return as the host. The official series synopsis states, in this brand new season of Temptation Island, emotions will run high when 4 couples, each at crossroads in their relationship, head to Temptation Island to put their love to the ultimate test as they agree to live separately for a group of singles of the opposite sex. Will the choices they make push the couples closer together or farther apart in the arms of a new lover? David Goldberg and Dave Freeman serve as executive producers on the show, which is produced by Bonji Studios North America. In an interview with Variety following the season finale, Goldberg discussed the casting process that goes into choosing couples that appear on the show. It's really about the couples and the problems they're having in the real world. He says a lot of people look at Temptation Island and say it's a show that seeks to break up relationships. We look at it differently and see a show that tests relationships. Couples don't come on Temptation Island because everything is great. They come on because there's a problem. They want to know if it's time to, what, or get off the pot. It's not that much different than couples in real life saying, I think we need to take a break. And I fully agree with that. I think that, at first, of course, it's very easy to say that. Very, very easy to say that, this show breaks up couples and why would you go on and, it's going to be over for the rest of your life, well, your love life anyway. Well, to each their own. So yes, indeed there. And then right here from Tadoom, right here. Think you can weather the dating chaos? Casting for season 2 of Temptation Island is open. You can apply as a single, as a couple, or single. So let me pull up the site here. So here it is here. Couples apply here. Singles apply there. Woo, Lord, I will drop the link if y'all want to get on. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Man, oh, man. So there it is for casting for season 2 of Temptation Island right there. Whew, my Lord Jesus. Let me see if I can find a positive news story for us here. And then that'll be our show, you guys. That'll be our show. Like I said, what a show this morning. Now, I definitely wanted to show this story off here because this just made my heart full. Black love is a real thing, but also to, cultural appreciation is a vibe too. So for blacknews.com, here's our positive news story of the day. TikTok fans swoon over Chinese man rapping to his black wife. Nazaret and Sao, a Chinese and black couple from South Africa, are going viral for their sweet chemistry and trendy videos. The TikTok account has a viral video where the seat raps a Chinese song and pulls several clothes that already has over 12 million views. My Lord Jesus, that's amazing. According to the root, Nazit, the owner of a Korean grill in South Africa, and his wife Sabrella, Doctor, have been winning hearts across TikTok. Fans can't get enough of their chemistry, especially after they participate in a recent trend. In the viral video, Nazir raps to a popular Chinese song while Sabrella stands beside him. Halfway through, he gently pulls her toward him. Viewers couldn't get enough. One user wrote, "When he looked down at you, girl." Added another, "Why did I blush when he grabbed you?" The song through in Chinese has fans curious about its meaning. Creator Gigi Guan shared that the lyrics are hard to translate even for Mandarin speakers. The song loosely says "good fortune is coming," which adds a sweet layer to the video, as if Nasri is calling his good fortune toward him. The couple continues to post moments from their life together, and fans keep showing the love in the comments, which many of them call it the cutest thing ever. So let's watch that real quick, because I want to see this. This is why we do the format that we do, that we give you a positive news story so you can chew on it throughout the day. And then we give you the daily motivator, so that way, you can have something to go to bed. Oh, here we go. This. So as you can see there, 1.2 million likes, right? 15,900 comments and 51,700 saves. And then right there, now it's 13 million views right there. So as you can see, 13 million views there. So now let's watch it.
一阴一阳之谓道.
Oh man, that is awesome. He said he met a pretty girl. She was fly. She was my type. I want to do everything to keep her happy, keep her straight, keep her bright, hold her close, love her long, keep it soft because we're tight.
志气东来，明码标价的那些无非黑即白。若上颁奖台前。
I ain't mad at it. And I will say this. I know that a lot of us, right, we want black love to be black love. And there are some people that, I don't want you to bring in nobody else. I will say this. With everything that has happened since 2020, if a Chinese man or Indian man or anybody else can make a black woman happy, and that black woman is still here and she has not forgotten that she's black, and she can still rock with us, for us, and by us with everything going on in the culture, shut the fuck up. Same thing for a black man. That black man has not forgotten that he is for us, with us, and by us, and that he is for the culture, and somebody is loving that black man can be alive. Shut the fuck up. If there are parents that have adopted black children, and those white children are able to live lives and we can experience the goodness of them being black, shut the fuck up. Because some of y'all out here, especially some with their, how you can, like Every Girl Podcast has her name in a comment, how some of y'all on StreamYard will have your name and then say, stay away from bullish when you consume bullish yourself. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Child, some of y'all support bullish. Some of y'all are bullish. And some of y'all don't stand for business. For business, own business, or of the business of being for right is right. Okay? So this Chinese man can come to the cookout. I point out myself because I'm going to be at the cookout with that Chinese man, that black girl. But still, child, The guards at Buckingham Palace matter more. Child, listen. Anyway, I thought that was a wonderful story. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we done the whole show for around. Yes, we have. Man, oh man. Was that a nice, positive story to end the show? My Lord Jesus, I thought that was just so sweet. I really, really did. Saw that this morning, and I was like, oh, that's going to be the positive news story of the day. So what destination got to y'all today? What destination? I think the story that really made me probably the most emotional was probably Lee Corso, because I'm such a broadcaster. I'm an old school broadcaster. If you guys can't tell, try to give y'all a full hour before I turn off my camera. The fact that he's 90 years old and he's lived that much of a life was just a blessing for me to be able to tell y'all of that destination there. The Tracee Ellis Ross letting all people know that just because grief is there doesn't mean that you deserve to have a bad experience or a bad energy or be able to what I'm trying to say. Just because grief is there doesn't mean that you should just accept anything. That's what I'm trying to say. I thought that was such a beautiful story. Shout out to Tracee Ellis Ross for saying it out loud. And I think a lot of times we forget that celebrities are human too. We do. And Tracee Ellis Ross, you know, she has done so. And let me tell you something. Tracee Ellis Ross is her own person. Yes, her mom is Diana Ross, but she has her own name. And, you know, it's just like Ron James and Bronny James. You know, everybody's saying, well, Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. Well, we don't complain about when white people do it. White people use nepotism. So miss me with the bullshit. But Tracee Ellis Ross, shout out to her as well. I thought that was great. Fyre Festival 2. Billy, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, Billy. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Dude. For the coordinates to be in the middle of the ocean, but then it was at Alan Mojares, and then at Playa del Carmen, and both governments said that wasn't happening. Dude, you are going to jail. Can't wait to see the new documentaries. You should have just did a movie series or a TV series. Better yet, what you could have done, and this could have been the long way. Well, the movies and TV would have been a quick way, but the long way could have been, the Fyre report. That's what you could have did, the Fyre report. And what you could have done was say, hey guys, I'm Billy McFarland, and I created a Fyre called Fyre Festival. It sucked ass. And I'm going to do this daily podcast reporting on the fires that are happening in technology, media, and culture. And what you could have done was found a decent podcasting company that would have paid you a salary, Billy. There was a different way to do this shit. Okay. But you got it though. Netflix being open to content creators? You know, maybe, just maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know, Netflix should have the next Netflix star where you have 20 content creators and the 5 best men and the 5 best women get a 3-year deal with Netflix, or you can just do an elimination style and then the winner gets a Netflix deal. I don't know. I wonder if anyone else has done that. Oh yeah, HGTV Design Star, the next Food Network star. In your own show, Oprah search for the next TV star. Wow, what a concept. And BET also did with the search for 106 Apart, but that's neither here nor there. With YouTube and YouTube Hype, very excited about that. There will be a top 100 list. It will be a top 100 list for every country. Okay, so there'll be a top 100 list for Australia. There'll be a top 100 list for Brazil. There'll be a top 100 list for Paris. And that is going to change the game. And like I said, whether you're at 100 or number 1, you're still on the list. So I think that platform is going to create a lot of new social capital for people that will turn to a lot of new financial capital for a lot of people as well. Target, just say that you fucked up. Just say that shit. Okay. Now, I'm just going to say this. Black people are going to make you crawl like a black woman is going to make a black man crawl when he fucked up. I will tell you that right damn now. But also, too, we about right is right and wrong. Well, let me take that back. Some of us are about right is right and wrong is wrong. Not all skin folk are kinfolk. We don't root for everybody black. But if you are about the business of doing the right thing, most of the time you're forgiven. But if you stay with this after this, then you really are fucked. You know. And then finally, Temptation Island, like I said, casting is open for season 2 of Temptation Island. Oh my Lord. Actually, I gotta send that to a friend of mine right now. Because we were talking about a friend of ours, and I said, listen, I think this might be the vibe for them to go on. I'm about to message them right now. I'll message them right down now. Let's see. Where is he? Oh, there it is right there. Oh, by the way, wanted to show y'all this too. Now y'all know I love my big girls. I love the thickies. I love the curvaceousness, you know. And I support. But this picture right here, Monique Cartwright. Listen, you are a Cartwright that I do not mind dealing with, embracing, and executing the love you deserve. Y'all know the Cartwrights from the family that prays, right? Let me show y'all this real quick. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let me remove that. Stop sharing screen. And let me share this with y'all. So let me come on camera because I gotta be able to give a reaction. I know. What's that screen? You see this? You seen it? Hang on. I'ma just do it in a sec. Hang on. Yes. Right here, I know the season is coming. Be patient, loves. Signed the swimsuit queen. Child, do you need your bags carried? Jesus. Do you need me to go in the room to make sure the room is good for you? You need a travel companion? Because listen, we'll gladly. So you the servant? Damn Skippy, I'm a servant. Damn straight. Okay, back off camera. Oh my Lord Jesus. Y'all know we always like to showcase the good that's happening. So she is an established model, runway, print. So this is her Facebook page there. And of course, she's on Instagram as well. So just wanted to showcase some beauty for you this morning, because ain't nothing like a black woman in her power. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Just. Ooh. All right. So you got two positive news stories for one. Well, y'all, is there anything else y'all want to say? Because I definitely want to clip this show. I thought that this was a wonderful show this morning. Like I said, by the time 11 a.m. comes, I will be on with Melody. And then, of course, let me show y'all quickly here that we will be live tonight at 8 p.m. with Kenya Moore. Because, everybody was trying to find, the confessions and this, that, and the third. So, of course, my man, Florentine asked me, are you going to be live? And I'm like, dude, I'll be live. So here it is here. Now, hopefully she will go, Kenya Moore will do what she needs to do. So right here, so I said, Kenya Moore's Confessionals, in my own words, take 2. Does everyone have the correct link to her channel? So I'll be live in 9 hours. And then I even have the link right here with the amount of subscribers. So that's the link that you need to be able to see her confessional. So we will be live in 9 hours. Like I said, I could do a 1 hour after show of Melody's live, but I would just rather just do a special live for Melody's live at like midnight. I'd rather do that because it'll be a quality live after that. And plus now that y'all will still be up. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's why we had to go live early. So yeah. So Soul Sister, thank you for being here. Aries Girl Podcast, thank you for being here. Aries Girl Podcast, you got anything else for me, gorgeous, before I end? Because I definitely want to make sure that we short this live. It was a great live. And like I said, Replay Gang, love you, love you, love you, love you. And for those of you who are wondering why I was not on at 11, the 7th Avenue Full Gospel Baptist Church of God in Christ Church is having an 8-hour Good Friday service. Why do I feel like Melody is going to shade me while I get on the TikTok? Also, you just think we're the 7th Avenue Full Gospel Baptist Church of God in Christ because we're going to have an 8-hour live. Well, you the one that's going to do an 8-hour live, not me. Don't blame me because I relayed church culture well and made a good joke out of it. Thank you, my friend. And, Aries Girl, I remember a comment that you said that you watch me more than the actual news. And I was worried because I'm like, oh my God, I hope she's consuming other content because, listen, it's important to get the full picture. But then as I, reflected and stood still and, took time to think things through, I think you said that comment because you see everything over here. I mean, we went from a festival that's a scam to couples that are in a scam all in one live. And then we talked about, business with Target and social media with YouTube and the creator economy, and then sports with Lee Corso, and then, the streaming industry with Netflix, and then, Black women in Hollywood with Tracee Ellis Ross. You get so much variety here that it really is a one-on-one channel, and so I appreciate you always seeing the best of me. And to everybody in the bushes, hey Frencha, welcome in. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad to have you here. To everybody who's in the bushes, everybody on the Replay Gang, and to all the new people. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Just to let you know, every tour is not going to be like this to all the new people. But Aries Girl Podcast and Soul Sister and many more will tell you that I will always get you to I will always get you to the end of the tour, and we will always go through the tour with love, grace, and space. And I promise you, you will definitely leave better than when you came. You have my word on that. You definitely have my word on that. So yes, indeed. You have variety and the receipts to back it up. I'm a recovering news junkie. MSNBC, CNN, and Fox. Yes, indeed. You know what? I think this show will play out. So It's fine. We can stay here for at least a little bit longer, child. Because you know what? I'm at the point now where there are some shows where I want them to be clipped. But also, too, I feel like be still and enjoy the experience sometimes. So, I'm doing shorts because, for one, everybody's been telling me to do shorts. But also, number two, StreamYard allows for that. But in the same token, when you are in the midst of a really good experience, let the experience be the experience. Don't cut it off for people. That's why anytime, and I mean anytime, the Aries Girl Podcast will tell you, if I see a regular, and Aries Girl Podcast has experiences, if it's a regular that comes in, I will extend the show 5 minutes just to make sure they're a part of the show. When you give good energy to people, people will give good energy to you. So, yep, we are live here, everybody. Like I said, that live right there, that tour will be on tonight in 9 hours at 8 p.m. 7 Central right here on YouTube. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. By the way, in case you guys want to know, so the cool thing is if you're a content creator on YouTube and you have your YouTube Studio app, they'll give you a weekly recap. So for the weekly recap of April 7th to April 13th, 7 videos, 9 live streams, 1 post, and 113 shorts. Man. 6,200 people tuned into you. You got 46 new subscribers. People found you through the shorts feed, YouTube search, and YouTube home. The clips that y'all are watching, could this teacher face life in prison? Kenya Moore takes accountability for her actions. And Netflix's golden ticket, a game changer for reality TV. People didn't just watch, they reached out. 306 likes, 4 shares, and 17 comments. And the short that got the most views, that Netflix golden ticket, a game changer for reality television, got 1,256 views in the last week. And by the way, that's directly from YouTube Studio. Not to mention, when we go into, you know what? We got time before Melody's live. Let's do it. We got time. We got time. We got time. Because I always say, just because you're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean you're not being seen. And sometimes looking at your analytics will definitely empower you to keep going. So let me do that. Analytics. Go to audience. And I want y'all to see something here. Okay? I want y'all to see something. These are the last 28 days. Mobile phone, computer, TV, tablet. So y'all are viewing me on mobile phone. Look at this right here. 62.4% male, 37.6% female. Now I want you to look at the demographics here. Now, I was surprised by this, okay? I was surprised by this. 13 to 17 years old, 0.2%. If you are a 13 to 17-year-old, I don't know why you watching me. Because this is adult content. But I'm assuming that maybe my reactions from the shorts that you see probably is why you're watching, because you're like, this dude is actually funny. He's serious about his business. 18 to 24 years old, 7.0%. 25 to 34 years old, 22.4%. 35 to 44 years old, 24.8%. 45 to 54, 19.3%. 65 to 64, 15.3%. And 65 plus, 11.1%. Now, as you see here, 68.9% United States. This is top geographies here. 4.1 United Kingdom, 3.4 Canada, 2.0 Australia, and 1.2 South Africa. So now we are going to do cities. We'll do the last 365 days. We're just going to go all the way down. All right, so let's see if I can do this here. All right. Lee's Summit, Missouri, 43 views. San Antonio, Texas, 43 views. Cincinnati, Ohio, 44 views. Little Rock, Arkansas, my hometown, 44 views. Kansas City, Missouri, 45 views. Jackson, Mississippi, 45 views. Arlington, Texas, 46 views. Toledo, Ohio, 47 views. Seattle, Washington, 49 views. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 50 views. Zooming in here. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 50 views. San Diego, California, 50 views. Cleveland, Ohio, 58 views. Fort Worth, Texas, 58 views. San Francisco, California, 66 views. Stonecrest, Georgia, 67 views. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 67 views. Austin, Texas, 72 views. St. Louis, Missouri, 76 views. Lawton, Oklahoma, 80 views there. Orlando, Florida, 81 views. Montgomery, Alabama, 81 views. Huntsville, Alabama, 82 views. Toronto, Canada, 87 views. Boston, Massachusetts, 92 views. Washington, D.C., 100 views. Columbia, South Carolina, 103 views. Virginia Beach, Virginia, 104 views. Columbus, Ohio, 106 views. Phoenix, Arizona, 135 views. Las Vegas, Nevada, 43 views. Oh, we're not done. Zoom in here. Minneapolis, Indiana, 147 views. Miami, Florida, 148 views. Nashville, Tennessee, 148 views. Mobile, Alabama, 164 views. Raleigh, North Carolina, 165 views. New Orleans, Louisiana, led by Tom Roulette. Let the good times roll, baby. 201 views. Jacksonville, Florida, 213 views. London, the United Kingdom, 292 views. Memphis, Tennessee, 385 views. Baltimore, Maryland, 547 views. Birmingham, Alabama, 562 views. And then we get up to the top here. Detroit, Michigan, 576 views. Dallas, Texas, 615 views. Charlotte, North Carolina, 658 views. Los Angeles, California, 729 views. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of Jill Scott Lee. I'm sorry, y'all. Jill Scott, my bad. I was slipping the tongue. 1,080 views. Chicago, Illinois, 1,201 views. Atlanta, Georgia, 1,259 views. Houston, Texas, 1,859 views. And then New York City, or New York, 4,232 views, which equates to 248,260 views. And that was in the last 365 days. Stay away from bullshit. Be on your shit. Child. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Child. Oh, Lord Jesus. Whew. You it really would be interesting if that person who says stay away from bullshit would do their own channel and can hold a candle compared to the person that they're on their panel in the mornings, because they don't have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells to hold their own. Child, roll it on. And back off camera. Oh, my Lord. Oh, man. So like I said, we'll be here for at least a little bit longer. I'll probably get off of here at what? Let's get off of here at like 10:45, because that'll give me enough time to get ready for Melody's Live. I'll be there for 8 hours, of course, and then I will see all of you back here tonight for Kenya Moore's Live. Like I said, we will be here in 9 hours for take 2, and we'll see what we'll see what it do. So she says she has receipts, child. So we'll see if they're receipting or not. Live, of course. So yeah, and like I said, if it doesn't go too long, I will do a after show at midnight, or I might do the after show early in the morning at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Because, I always try my very best to give y'all an after show after Melody's Live. So, well, lives on TikTok, rather. Yeah, kind of just. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Tell 7th Avenue Beauty that I need more latte lip oil. I have 2 website orders that I'm waiting to be shipped. Listen, I will definitely do that. Now, listen, of course, as you guys know, I only have so much power. You know what I mean? I try my very best. If you guys, reach out to me, I will definitely let them know. But for sure, Aries girl, I got you. By the way, are y'all using those latte lip oils to make espressos? You know what comes on an espresso? Coffee and that cream. Turbocharge it. If you get the joke, you get the joke, damn it, hell. Probably the day one of y'all was going to probably be driving down the street. You see Starbucks, you see Dunkin', you see local coffee shop. Oh, my Lord Jesus. And a friend texts you, hey, are you out about? Yeah, I'm at Dunkin'. You want to come? No, I don't want no Dunkin' today. What's wrong with you? I don't like my friend Braylon. Why don't you like him? Well, I wear that latte lip oil. Oh, he made that joke about, you using your mouth like an espresso machine. You watched it. I thought it was a funny damn joke, my damn self. And what lies he telling? I genuinely love y'all. I really mean that. Oh, my Lord. Because a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you hold the power. You can't leave you, then take you. Make you, then break you. Baby, baby girl, you hold the power. Man. Let me tell you something. That song from Aretha Franklin, iconic. I got it. Straight up, I got it. Oh, man. So as we get ready to end it here at 10:45, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here for sure. So, yes, indeed. I just reapplied my latte lip oil. It's amazing. I believe it. Let me tell you something. I really, you know, this is the thing, right? Because it's, and I don't want to address this, because it's mind-boggling to me when people, you know, say, you know, I thought Melody was only doing makeup. It's called 7th Avenue Beauty. So she's got makeup. She's got hair, right? She's got, you know, body scrubs and body oils. And now she's getting to athleisure wear. All of it relates to helping your beauty. Like, it's just like she and Fashion Nova. Did y'all get upset when they added Fashion Nova men and Sheen men? Like, come on, y'all. Really? I'm just saying, some of y'all are behind the 8 ball or some shit. Because I'm just like, so y'all are big mad that Melody doesn't want to do one thing? And that's for any entrepreneur. If they are expanding their territory, but it relates to their purpose, then what's the problem? I mean, Kenya Moore has Kenya Moore hair care, but she's not a hairstylist by trade. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. Jesus Christ. I just had to say that because I'm just like, really? So y'all are afraid of expansion, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, by the way, I want to show this really quick here because remember I told you guys about you know, Universal's Epic Universe and my man Ron Bradley. Let's see here. Okay, there it is here. Let me show y'all this here. So like I told you, Epic Universe is university, right? So just want to show this off here. So many creators were at Epic Universe yesterday. Shout out to This Life of Ours, Provost, Park Pass, JoJo's World, Kyle Paulo, La Renee Creole, Dance Life of the Kingdom, all the other creators we met up yesterday. And thanks to Vinny T for your help. So look at those content creators there. Oh, there's La Renee Creole as Princess Peach. You know, I'm so happy that this park is doing. Oh my God. Those are, oh, hang on. Let me go back, child. Let me go back. I hate when it does that when you try to zoom in and stuff. It is annoyingly uncouth. But right there are the DK barrels. That's Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Oh my, I cannot wait to go to Epic Universe. I love how this park is making so many people happy, for sure. So that is always good to see. Good people being good people to each other. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Well, we are about to be out here at 10:45. It is 10:45. One love, much love, all love. Aries Girl Podcast. Thank you, my friend. Hopefully I'll see you on TikTok. Frencha, thank you so much for being here, gorgeous, as well. And Soul Sister, thank you so much for being here as well. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I'll see you back here tonight in 9 hours for Kenya Moore Confessionals YouTube Live or upload, wherever the hell it's going to be. Take 2 tonight at 8 p.m. And like I said, if I can stay up, which I probably will because I'll be live with you all then I'll do a live after show for Melody at midnight. But if not, I'll do the after show tomorrow morning. One love, much love, all love. I feel love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh. Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too. I'll be there.
I am here and so happy. I'm in. I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills, with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.